It is January 2nd, 2019. We made it into another year, everyone. Yay! We are here in Tucson. To just explain to the people who don't know us yet about why we are living in Tucson, how we are part-time van dwellers currently, and what the future is for us plan-wise. Of course, you can't tell what the future holds for you exactly, but you can make some plans. We are caricature artists. We also do original paintings. I'm a painter, he's a painter, and several years of experience in live caricature drawing. And the reason that we are in Tucson would be working almost immediately at this theme park, but that hasn't panned out yet, and it's January, so we're resilient, it's okay. And we have found other places to draw caricatures. The weather has been pretty nice up until recently. Nice enough to continue to do the work outdoors. So, and it's also the reason, you know, we won't be in Tucson in the summer because it's so hot. The tourism declines and the outdoor festivals and fairs decline. So we are going to go in March to Sedona, Arizona, and then probably make our way back to Washington for some of the hotter summer months. Right now we are renting an apartment. We are living in the van on the weekends and also sometimes for a week straight, depending on the event, the distance that we have to go to get to the event. But the plan is full-time van dwellers in March. To explain why we think that that is a good choice for us and why we are doing that, and if you continue to watch us, what we are trying to document and what the idea is with this channel. We are doing that because we are inspired to do that, and we have been downsizing since we were living in Washington to a smaller apartment and eventually to the van, and live full-time in our van as we save up money to invest in our art, in our business, in ourselves, and in our future. I feel as though paying rent and trying to kind of do these events that are nomadic in a sense, you know, we're traveling for work anyway, so it would be a good idea to just live in the van while we do that. It makes sense. And, you know, clearing out some mental space. So we have stuff that we don't need. We have things that we don't use. And we have been downsizing since Washington, and we have been able to get rid of a majority of those things. We still have things that we need to get rid of, and we're going to renovate the van. Some renovation to it just to make it more of a home on wheels. So if you guys have any suggestions, maybe someone out there has done that, has figured out a way to have their art supplies or their work supplies or their supplies for whatever business vending that they do, like our tent and that sort of stuff, in a smaller space. Suggestions would be great. We would appreciate those. But just in general, if you have knowledge in that area and you would like to share that, please do feel free to leave that in the comments below. I'm wearing a big fluffy jacket in Tucson because it's 32 degrees today. It's actually very cold. Interestingly enough, it's been some snow in the upper elevations and in some of the lower elevations, not right exactly where we live. We are very much looking forward to moving into the van and what that lifestyle will provide to us, the adventure that we will have. And we look forward to you guys being a part of that. Maybe going along on this journey with us to see if maybe it's what would change your life and to see what the struggles are. Today we're out paying bills, rent. Hi everyone. We are back home. We are in our apartment. It's kind of echoey in here because it has tile floors. We are just kind of doing some online stuff today, working online today. I wanted to show you guys in a realistic, untidied up sort of way. We are going to minimize the amount of things that we own and move into a van in March. I wanted you to see from a realistic perspective what that's like. We've already downsized, like I said earlier, from Washington, from a larger 4-bedroom house to a small 1-bedroom apartment here in Tucson, but we still have a lot of stuff because we have our work stuff in here, and we also have all of our artwork, and of course we have our things that we don't really need that we're gonna get rid of. So I'm just gonna show you guys around. That's Cliff. Say hi, Cliff.
Hi, Cliff.
You like almost match the couch with that sweater on. So it's just a small 1-bedroom apartment with a little kitchen to the side. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of artwork. Most of the artwork is our artwork. Some of it is stuff we bought from other artists and acquired over the years. Some of it is gifts. So this is the living room. We are not going to be bringing that couch. There's the Mayling's little area there. She'll be bringing those blankets because she really likes those, and the babies. Here's our area with all of our art supplies and our printer. There's canvas and more art. Okay, so here's our bedroom. And we already downsized from, like I was saying, from a bed with post and rails and frame to what you see now, which is foam bedding. And our closet, and clearly more artwork. Like I said, I didn't tidy up because I want you guys to have a real perspective. You know, it's lived in and we've been busy. But either way, I wanted to have kind of like a real look at what we're going from and what we're going to. Things will be better organized, as minimalist, and everything will probably have a place. So this is the closet. This is my side. And one of the things that I brought with from, I can't really see it back there, is my wedding dress. It's fluffy. I brought that from Washington, and I kind of regret sort of toting it around. It's heavy, and I'll have to figure out what to do with that. And I'm thinking that something like that, I'll probably take pictures in it maybe one last time, and then just sell it, donate it, something. And this is Cliff's. Okay, so I have this issue. The thing that I do kind of have too much of, I would say, is shoes. See that tote? That tote was originally 4 totes that size in Washington, and I barely wear those shoes. It's sort of ridiculous to have that many shoes if I'm not wearing them and finding use for them. So I'm going to be getting rid of most of those shoes. I'm trying to downsize my shoe situation to like 4 pairs and for them to be more practical. So those are Cliff shoes and then my slippers. But sometimes it is. And here's our bathroom. And I plan to film all of this again when we are moving out and downsizing and as we go through the process. Just so everyone can see the results and maybe be inspired by the results. So there's so many things that I think and Cliff thinks that we could live without, that we just have too much stuff. Hi, Kitty. We'll never live without you. No, Kitty, we love you. We love you, Kitty. We love you. Right?
Right.
So, yeah. And Mayling. You never love you too. You need to go on the van adventure. So yeah. I'll update you guys. And we'll just keep showing you life is gonna be like living in a van when we downsize from this 1-bedroom apartment into van dwelling full time in March.